What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Brain Waves, here to give you an update on a situation and a story that I have covered a while back when it first broke. And here we are, yet another year later. We're going to talk about the whole Stephen Twitch boss situation with his late wife, Allison Holker. Now, I've covered this story in detail. And I have videos that we have done live streams with and a lot of content that I've shown you about how Allison Holker has been suspect all along. Well, what we have is an update where there has been yet more information where Stephen Twitch boss's mom, Miss Connie, boss Alexander, she has spoken. And let me just say this. The things that she has said and the things that I'm going to show you once again proves that Allison Holker is a liar. And when we talked about this situation in the past, many of you, as well as myself, as well as other content creators, have all said the same thing. We believe that either she had something to do with Stephen Twitch boss no longer being here. She knows who did it. She did it herself. The story didn't add up. So many things didn't make sense. And we saw through it. We looked at that. Again, I have all of that on my channel. So feel free to come to my YouTube channel and search for that and take a look at that. But what I want to get into is what has been taking place recently. And this is breaking news, by the way. So I welcome you all to my show. Thank you for being here. There are multiple ways that you can support the work that I'm doing. If you like the type of work that I do here, there's many ways. I have a membership section. Thank you so much for my members. And one of the things I'm going to be doing this year with my members is that I'm going to be doing videos and talking about certain things that only my members are going to get. I'm going to do live streams where I only talk to my members. With that being said, there's perks to that. There's other things that come along with that. You also can hit the PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. I have some of that information on the screen. It's in the description box of every video, every live stream, every YouTube short, as well as on the About section here in my YouTube. But with that being said, I want to pull some information up. What's going on, Marilyn Edwards, Tammy Jackson, Cola Coleman, Be Real TV? Let's take a look at this. All right. And this is breaking news. So let's go. What's up, Golden? So what we have on the screen here is a message from Miss Connie boss Alexander. This is Stephen Twitch boss's mom. Just in case y'all want to see, let me back this up. Okay. This is his mom. Okay. You can clearly see this is her. All right. You can see Sir Twitch a lot. You know that. Look, if I click on this, you can see Sir Twitch a lot. This is Stephen Twitch boss's page. Obviously, it's being managed by whoever is being managed by, but I just kind of want you to see this. Right here, ironically, you got Stephen Twitch boss throwing up the devil horns right here. And that's a whole nother conversation. We talked about this. I broke a lot of things down, but you can see this is the page. Okay. So anyway, let me go back to where we're at. So I'm on his mom's account and look at what she posted. Okay. Number one, she posts this picture. Okay. Here we go. You can see this picture is up there. Now, this is a picture that she posted a while back. Okay. She's talking about the memory of when her son was born and all this stuff, his birthday. This is his first heavenly birthday. We're aware of all of this, right? Let me read this just in case while we're here. So it says, it's your first heavenly birthday, celebrating the 41st year of your birth. Thank you, God, for years we were blessed with your physical presence on earth. Last year, this time, we were walking out of the party and I said, you're 40, son. And your response, can you believe it? We made it, Mom. I will forever celebrate the gift of you. I know the party in heaven will be something to behold. All of the ancestors in the Soul Train line, I can hear you laughing at me right now. We miss you. We love you, my darling son. Dance, dance, dance. It's your birthday. Stephen Laurel Boss. September the 29th, 1982. So this is something that she has on her page. Obviously, this was dated September the 29th, 2023. I want to pay respects to this picture because obviously now you understand part of where the thumbnail came from on my particular live stream here. But what I want to point your attention to is this post right here. Because this post is recent. If you look at where I just highlighted, you can see that it says 7 hours ago. So this post is breaking. Okay? This is breaking. This is not something that is old. This is breaking news. And many content creators are talking about it. Now, what I'm going to do is read what we see here. Miss Connie, Stephen Twitch Boss's mother, said, and let me say this real quick before I read this out loud. Some of you may have already read it, but I'm going to read it for those of you that may be driving, working, or what have you. Let me just say this. With this particular post, this clearly means either Stephen Twitch Boss's mom is lying or Miss Allison Holker is lying. And based upon the previous videos that I have done, as well as other content creators, as well as the comments and opinions and videos that many of you have done in the past, as well as the late breaking information, it appears to me very strongly that Miss Allison Holker is lying. So let's get back to that. And I want to make this clear because I highly doubt that a grieving mother would lie about this situation. Now, as I brought up, his widowed wife had a lot to gain. She gained the house. Remember? She gained ownership of the house, made money there. She gained ownership of Stephen Twitch Boss's business. She had a book came out with it. Then she got to come on and do some interviews. Next thing you know, she was on a dancing show. She went on to date another, I can't remember what the white guy's name is. My apologies, I'm not really focused on that right now, but she went on to move in love. A lot of people believe that her tears were fake. Certain things were fake. Again, I have videos on my channel breaking these things down, showing the examinations and the informations of all of this. Okay? But here we are having his mom speak. And I highly doubt that his mom is lying about this. So let's get back to what she said. What's up, Rise Above Anything? Amina, I see you in the building. Let's get back to this, right? Okay? Because this is very, 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 very serious. All right? I think I want to give a shout out real quick. Shout out to Maryland Edwards for hitting the cash app. I appreciate you. So this article reads, and again, this is from Miss Connie Boss Alexander, Stephen Twitch Boss's mother. It reads, our family is absolutely appalled by the misleading and hurtful claims made about my son, Stephen Boss. Okay? It says the recent publications spreading untruths about Stephen have crossed every line of decency. As his mother, I will not let these accusations go unanswered. We will not stand by. And this means not only Miss Connie Boss, as many of you know, okay, and I did not cover this, but as many of you know, Stephen's cousin has spoke out and explained about how the family's not happy, about how Miss Allison has been handling the entire situation. Okay? Many of us during this whole past going on 2 years now have been wondering, when are we going to hear from Miss Connie Boss? Why is Miss Connie Boss quiet? Well, she's going to explain a little bit of this. You're going to find out a little bit on why she was quiet. Okay, and everyone has a different process we're dealing with grieving and what's going on, et cetera, et cetera. And we can't criticize a person for going through that process. Because like I said, you never know when you're going to get a turn. Everybody going to get a turn. Family members, friends, you don't know when you might be going through it. And it might take you a moment to get to the point where you can speak on stuff and react to things. But anyway, let's get back to what she said. She says, as his mother, I will not let these accusations go unanswered. We, meaning her and their family, will not stand by while his name and legacy are tarnished. He doesn't deserve this, and the kids don't deserve this. It goes on to say, for the last 2 years, I have remained quiet and away from the public eye to protect my family. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You wonder why Miss Connie, boss, hasn't spoken on this? She said she remained quiet to protect her family, to protect Stephen Twitch Boss's legacy. That's what a lot of people do. Sometimes they remain quiet, and it gets to a point where you got to speak up. Let me say this in 2025. It gets to a point where whether someone likes it or not, you got to speak up. It gets to a point where even if it's risky, you have to speak up. We can't be doing what we did in the past. And I find it ironic that Miss Connie Boss posts this message in 2025. Why didn't she do it in 2024? What did I tell y'all before? I said in 2025, this is the shake up, break up, wake up, make up. Anybody else say that? They stole it from me. If they don't shout me out, they stole it from me. And I told y'all, if y'all thought 2024 was the year of exposure, AKA Cat Williams, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. There's going to be a whole lot of things coming full circle. You see, it's a lot of things that haven't been answered, a lot of things that have appeared to have closure, a lot of situations that many of you have been sleeping on, you forgot about, et cetera, et cetera. Guess what? All these situations are going to finally come full circle. All these people who look like they're the saviors. Didn't Miss Allison, Holker boss, look like she's the victim, look like she's the savior? There's a lot of people out here in this world, a lot of celebrities, a lot of content creators, a lot of people in your neighborhood, families, friends, co-workers, etc. People you dating, children, it don't matter. A lot of people have been playing the victim. They steadily put it out like, I'm the victim, I'm the victim. Isn't that what Miss Allison Holker boss did throughout this whole 2 years? She talked about people like myself and others exposing this situation. Oh, I'm the victim. I'm going through the grieving process. Oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. Is that not the same narrative that they do? And they play y'all like the Pied Piper. And guess what? Y'all question people like me. You question other content creators. You question certain people in the news and media, but you don't question these people that play victim. So now, Miss Connie Boss is speaking to Miss Allison Holker, who's been playing victim this whole time. Those fake tears, fake this, fake that. We told you about these planned hits. She been playing that. And I can go into a whole nother direction about how I told you brothers need to start dealing with certain type of people. I told you what the scripture says, but you brothers want to date outside who you supposed to be dealing with. And these are the type of situations that take place. Y'all don't want to listen to me, but what I know. Back to the article. We'll say that topic for another day. It goes on to say, for the last 2 years, I have remained quiet and away from the public eye to protect my family. My primary focus has been on healing and attempting to remain connected to my grandchildren. That's a beautiful thing. She says, but when I read these dreadful claims about my baby, our beloved Stephen, I realized I could not stay silent any longer. Our family will ensure his name and memory are protected, and we are committed to defending his honor. Hashtag, well, it says Connie Boss Alexander. Hashtag stand for Stephen. Hashtag Boss Family United. hashtag SLB and hashtag LLSLB. Let me just say this, Miss Connie, Miss Connie's family, to the boss family. I know my platform is a humble platform. However, my platform is allowed to have people speak out about things they need to speak out. And I'm sure there's other platforms that you all can go on, and you all can say this, but let me just offer up my platform as well. So if you want to speak, my platform is open, and you're welcome, or any of your family members are welcome to speak about this situation. Okay? Because this is a real thing that goes on amongst families. And it looked like it was all said and done, and now we're seeing it's just getting started. Let me make this clear. A lot of situations that y'all thought were all said and done, you thought that people put closure on it because they said it was over. Guess what? The Most High didn't say it was over. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. The truth is coming out. Now, what I want to do is I want to play a particular video, and I want to show y'all something. Because what I want to talk about is how Miss Allison Holker was acting one way, acting another way, saying this and saying that. She came out and let's take a look at something here. Let's take a look at something that she's been saying. Okay, and I actually want to show you a past video before we really get into what she's been saying. All right, so let's get to this past video because this is just this stuff is crazy. Like I said, I already know. Oh man, this whole thing is just wild to me. You know, this situation, for anyone that has lost an immediate family member or someone that they love, you would understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. Okay, if you have not lost an immediate family member, you do not understand this and the brevity of what's going on. Okay, but to somebody like me, I get it. Other people get it. So what I want to show y'all is a particular video. Okay, we're going to get this on the screen. This video here is somewhat of an older video, but it addresses something that she said. And I want you to hear this first before we get into what she just said recently. Okay, because she just did an interview like 2 days or so ago, give or take. I believe it was 2 days ago, might be 3. Don't hold me exactly to that, but nonetheless, a day or 2 or several days ago, nonetheless, she just did an interview and she spoke out about what she believes. And this was in response to what Twitch Boss's cousin said. Okay, so let's take a look at this particular video that we have on the screen. Let's go.
And a lot of people know him as Twitch. Very two different humans. He wore this character of Twitch. It did become a part of who he was, but that extroverted personality was not natural for him. When he would go out as Twitch and make sure he's spreading all this love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, and it would drain his energy. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. That also comes with the state of depression because he would get really low. He showered people with love. Sometimes I wonder when he would receive so much love, he almost didn't think he deserved that love, so he'd give it right back. That's how much he loved people. I think he would just keep draining himself so much. It was just so on this roller coaster ride. You have to hold on to half your cup to that love that you deserved for yourself. Like what you guys saw on TV, it was a huge part of him. But the other side, it would take a lot to be that.
Now, I want to run this back because I let y'all hear and see the video. Now you're going to get my commentary to it. And when I get done with this video, I'm going to play her interview that she did just the other day. I believe it was the 7th. Again, don't hold me to it. I don't remember exactly. I just know it was like within 2 days, 2 or 3 days. My apologies. I've been on my grind mode because I've been having a lot of opportunities and a lot of good things been taking place already in 2025. So let me do my commentary on this, and then we're going to get into her video. Let's go.
Even a lot of people knew him as Twitch. Very two different humans. He wore this character of Twitch. It did become a part of who he was, but that extroverted personality was not natural for him. When he would go out as Twitch and make sure he's spreading all this love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, and it would drain his energy.
Okay, so the first thing she said, that when he would go out, do all this positivity, it would drain his energy. Now, I'm not saying that being positive can't drain your energy. It absolutely can. It absolutely does drain your energy. However, if you're doing something, a God-given talent or mission or cause or whatever you want to refer to it as, your will, your purpose for being here, then the Most High gives you provision for the vision. He will not give you a vision to go do something if there's not provision to do it. You can look at all the examples in the Bible of all of the provision that was provided for those that believed in Christ, or should I say believed in the Most High, however you want to refer to it, the Father, etc. Everything was given to them. I mean, from Noah, from Joseph, like everybody. We can start going from the Old Testament to the New Testament. Everything is provided. So if this is something that we all are pretty much in agreement with, that Stephen Twitch Boss had a natural talent for dancing and keeping us entertained and uplifted, etc., with his dance, then he should be getting restored with that. Furthermore, I'm about to comment on something that Miss Allison Holker Boss should have been doing. Okay, I'm going to comment on something in just a second, but I'm going to play a little bit more. Let's go.
You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression because you.
Okay, okay, let me back up.
The state of depression for people, and it would drain his energy. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. Energy. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. Energy. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery.
So she's saying he would have to come home and recharge his battery. I'm focusing on these points for a reason, because when I go in an interview, I want you to remember all these points. I want us to be able to refer back to all of these points. Okay? Where was Miss Allison Holker Boss? If she was aware of all these things with Stephen Twitch, where was she in terms of making sure that his batteries were recharged? Where was her awareness of making sure that he had proper help if this was the case? And we talked about this before. Now I'm about to play another part, and I'm going to give you exactly what I'm referring to when I say proper help. So let's get to that part. Let's go.
Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression because you would get really low. Depression because you would get really low. The state of depression, the state of depression because you would get really low. The state of depression, the state of depression, the state of depression because you would get really low. He showered people with love.
So she's saying the state of depression. Again, what we said in the past and what we proved, if she knew this about Stephen Twitch Boss, and see, this is what Miss Connie's talking about. If he was dealing with depression, how come she did not try to get help? If he truly was depressed from what he was doing, no one saw any signs. No one said it. His mom didn't say it. His cousin didn't say it. His family didn't say it. But Miss Allison Holker Boss is saying it. How many things that you all deal with, and then people try to say that you like this or you not like that, you doing this, you not doing that? How many things, because people got end games, they got goals, they got agendas, and they say things about you that's not true. They try to come up with whole narratives that's not true. And you know the sad thing about it? People don't question those that be lying on your name. Uh-oh. They let them run with the lies on your name. They don't question that. But they'll question you for standing up for the truth. So if Stephen Twitch Boss, y'all got to think about this now. If Stephen Twitch Boss was dealing with depression, how come there's no medical records of that? How come his mother is not saying, well, this is something that he's been dealing with? How come his cousin didn't say that this is something he's dealing with? How come none of his family members, how come nobody in the community, no co-workers, nobody in the industry is saying this is something he's dealing with? Come on now. Somebody talk to me. Somebody make this plain, make this real. Somebody explain this to me. Maybe I'm not getting it, right? Maybe I'm the wrong one here because of Miss Allison Holker boss. You explain this to me. Please explain this to me. And see, if a wife can make up a lie and a narrative about you, don't you think that other content creators can make up lies and narratives about you? Don't you think that co-workers can make up lies and narratives about you? Don't you think that people in your community or in your industry can make up lies and narratives about you? If a wife can do this, come on now, come on now. And people run with it, and people believe it, and people don't question her. People didn't question the privacy of the funeral service that they had. We talked about all of these things on my channel. Other people talked about these things. We broke these things down like a pound. Again, if you want to see that, always feel free to refer back to my older videos. I have tons of videos where I've covered so many stories. Those of you that rock with me, you know this. Those of you that are new to me, now you know this. So again, if his so-called wife can lie about this, it's a piece of cake for anybody else that's not your family to lie on your name. And when I do my stories and when I say what I say, you all are learning or will learn or actually have learned that I make even these stories applicable to your life. So I'm explaining this from the perspective as well of something that you can relate to, something you can apply. I'm not just going to talk about this particular story. That's what makes me unique. That's what makes me different from a lot of content creators out here. I'm not just going to break the news. I'm not just going to give you the story. I'm going to give you the story, break the news, and explain on ways on how it can apply to your life. On ways that you can understand how people operate in your life. Let's go. Let me continue to break this down, and we're going to get into her interview. Let's go.
Sometimes I wonder when he would receive so much love. He almost...
Okay, I want to talk about that. Let me play that back again.
He deserved. Wonder when he would receive so much love. Sometimes I wonder when he would receive so much love. Sometimes I wonder when he would receive so much love. Sometimes I wonder when he would receive so much love.
Let me stop right here. Okay? Let me talk to y'all. Where my married folks at? I'm talking about people that have a husband and a wife. Right? I'm talking to my married folks. Where my married folks at? Weezy's a married. Let me explain something. Your spouse is supposed to recognize the areas that you quote unquote lack in. And your spouse is supposed to help support you in those areas. Especially if you're a husband and you have a wife. So we're talking about in the instance of Stephen Twitch Boss being a husband and having a wife of Allison Holker Boss, right? The scripture says a wife is a helpmate, does it not? I'm sure we all know this. I don't have to put that on the screen. Y'all didn't think I was going to do this without giving y'all a Bible, right? I'm still all about the scriptures. They ain't never changed. Okay? What I'm trying to say is that she's a wife. She's a helpmate. I'm trying to see. Hold on a second. It sounds like everything's fine to me. Shayla says the sound keeps going in and out. What I'm trying to say, I don't hear the sound going in and out on my end because I'm literally looking at the live stream right here. Like I'm watching my live stream right here. If y'all can, I know it's not like clear right now, but y'all see what I'm saying? I'm watching my live stream right here. So I can see that it's working. It should be working fine. So check it on your end. The The sound shouldn't be going in and out. I don't hear that. If anyone else is hearing that, please let me know before I continue. But back to what I was saying, a wife is supposed to be a helpmate. Does the scripture not say that? So if a wife is a helpmate and she's recognizing when is he going to get the love back, shouldn't she be pouring in to him as a wife? Can somebody correct me if I'm wrong? Okay, Waco says it sounds fine. Yeah, I believe it's fine. I just want to be sure before I keep going. Shouldn't a wife be pouring into her man if she recognizes that he needs more love? Shouldn't one, she be pouring into his life? And two, let me explain it like this. I want to explain it plain. I like to make things plain. She should be pouring into his life personally, as well as if that's not enough to meet his needs, then she should seek help. She should be seeking organizations. She should be seeking certain things, okay? Certain groups. She should be giving him opportunities, whether, hey, there's support groups, there's friends, there's family, there's things that he could go to be filled. See, I'm trying to make this plain to y'all, and I'm trying to give y'all Bible and give y'all scripture at the same time. Right? So if she's such an honorable wife and such a good wife, then how come she didn't do this? These are questions that we ask her. Now, if y'all got the answers for it, send it my way. Hit me up on Instagram. Send me an email, and I'm talking about legitimate email. Don't send me no emails or no Instagram messages of other YouTube creators. I don't have time to sit down and watch other content creators talk about the same thing I'm talking about. So I need the original footage. I need the source. That's the only time I need to be sent YouTube videos, not this person's breaking this down. I ain't got time for that. I need the original footage. The original audio clips. That's what I need if you're going to send me something. But the point that I'm making is she sees clearly that when is he going to receive the love? So what was she doing with her time? Why wasn't she making sure that her husband receives the love? Why didn't she have conversations not only with Twitch, but if this was a serious thing and she says he was dealing with depression, how come she didn't have conversations with his mom, Miss Connie Voss? Come on now. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. Where my married folks at? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all single folks, I mean, I know y'all understand me, but you really ain't walking in these shoes unless you've been there. Okay? How come Miss Allison Holker never had a conversation with his mom, with his family members about what he's dealing with? So that everybody's on the same page and everybody's in the consensus that this is what he dealt with. Again, there's no medical records. Nobody's saying he dealt with depression. This is the narrative that she's trying to run with. Or whoever's telling her to run with is trying to run with. And the sad thing about it, ain't nobody questioning her because this is how the industry works. Telling you, man, it's dirty out here. And again, if your own wife can do this to you, what you think your neighbor's gonna do? What you think coworkers gonna do? What you think classmates gonna do? What you think other content creators do? You think other content creators are gonna come on YouTube? If your own wife can do this, if Stephen Twitch Boss's own wife can do this to him, in the midst of his family, as popular as he is, as liked as he is, as successful as he is, what you think other content creators gonna do? And see, let me say this. I'm bringing this up for a reason. See, what you're going to find out in 2025, a lot of these content creators been lying to y'all. They've been lying to y'all in the content. They've been lying to y'all in their breakdowns. They've been lying to y'all in the perceptions, even with these stories that we talking about. All while proclaiming that they rock with the Bible, all while proclaiming that they're the truth. And guess what? The sad thing about it, people been eating it up. Y'all been eating it up and y'all been drinking up the Kool-Aid. See, I'm going to be calling all these folks out. Other people are going to be calling them out. Most importantly, the Most High is going to call them out. And you're going to see, just like how this situation is 2 years old. Let me remind you, we thought we was done with Stephen Twitch Boss. Everybody wasn't talking about him no more. Nobody was talking about Allison Holker. It's like, yeah, she on the show. Yeah. She got her little book. She doing this. Yeah. And everybody went moving on. Did they not? But guess what? The Most High said this situation wasn't done. The Most High said there's work to be done. And so guess what? First thing smoking, the first flight out, the first train to pull. We talking about Stephen Twitch Boss. The Most High is coming for all these situations, and y'all gonna see more, and y'all gonna learn more. You can call it prophetic, you can call it whatever you want. I'm telling you, the Most High already revealed a lot of stuff to me. It's going down. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. You're gonna get answers and clarity to a lot of situations that you thought was over, that I know wasn't over. But I stay quiet because it wasn't my place and time to speak. I speak when the Most High tell me to speak. I make a content when the Most High tells me to make content. So again, if she recognized all these things, how come there's no proof of her seeking out? Proof of her saying this? Remember, she said, I don't know what happened to Stephen Twitch Boss. This came out of nowhere. She was playing dumb. She didn't know where he went. Remember this? I don't know where my husband is when she made the 911 call. I don't know where he is. Maybe he jumped in an Uber. Maybe he walked himself. Maybe he got in a car. What's up, Ethereal? I appreciate you watching in the clouds. Thank you for your support. Ethereal's another content creator. You can support her as well. Some real conversations I'm having with y'all. We got time for this fakery. I'm telling you, y'all gonna see in 2025, just like we see in this situation, y'all thought was dead and gone and done. Y'all thought the Stephen Twitch Boss situation was done. And now it's popping right now. It's one of the most relevant conversations on social media right now. And his mom got a lot more to say. The cousin spoke out. The mom spoke out. Y'all was wondering, when are they going to speak out? When are they going to speak out? And guess what? There are other situations out here just like this where you're going to find other people going to finally speak out. The people that need to sign, seal, and deliver these situations, a conclusion. Deliver the truth, deliver the information. See, people been saying the truth, but people ain't been listening. Because people been able to lie, just like Miss Allison Holker is lying. Okay, now let me play the rest of this. We're gonna get to her interview. I just got to chop it up with y'all for real. This ain't no joke. Let's go.
He almost didn't think he deserved that love, so he gave it right.
Wait. What?
That's how he deserved that love, so he gave so much love. He almost didn't think he deserved that love, so he gave it right back. He gave so much love. He almost didn't think he deserved that love, so he gave it right back. He gave so much love. He almost didn't think he deserved that love, so he gave it right back.
So his so-called wife, at least at the time, said that he almost didn't think that he deserved that type of love, so he would give it right back. So where are you as a wife to keep him encouraged? Where are you as a wife, Miss Allison? Let me get on the screen, man. Y'all got to see me with this one right here, man. I mean, I know I'm in the little window and stuff like that, but I got to be on the big window. Where was Miss Allison Holker as a wife to encourage her husband that I love you, baby. I'm your wife. I love you, baby. I support you. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm going to help you. Have you tried this, honey dearest? Have you had this? Have you looked into this? I'm here for you. Where was her support as a good wife? I'm trying to give y'all real game right here, but y'all ain't listening to me. See, let this be a guideline. Some of y'all think y'all got good husbands. Some of y'all think y'all got good wives. You may not. Because they not truly supporting you. Right? They ain't truly supporting you. Was Miss Allison Holker truly supporting him? No. Because the man was depressed. He ain't getting the love at home. By her own standards, by her own measures, her own assumption and assessment of the situation. Twitch was not getting loved. He wasn't getting this, he wasn't getting that. Let me explain something to you. It's the reason why a man pours a lot into his work. Yes, we care about our work. We care about what we do, especially if the Most High commands us to do it. But one thing I want to say is if he ain't getting the support he needs at home, of course it's going to feel some type of way. Of course it's going to disturb him. And if you truly his wife and you truly love him, then you should recognize that. And it should be records and proof of you rectifying that situation. There are no conversations. Watch, now all of a sudden, it's going to be some information that they're going to try to take my idea. Let me make this clear. I got to come full screen. Let me tell you what these people are going to do. A lot of these people don't know what to do until they listen to me. They really don't know how to respond. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do until your boy Brainwaves come up with the idea. Right? I'm an originator with everything I do. I'll take the exact same situation and break it down and spread it and shed it and do whatever in a way that's extremely unique. So let me tell you what could probably happen now. Go ahead and run my idea, Miss Allison. I'm helping you out in this situation, Miss Allison. What's going to probably happen is I was mentioning that how come there's no proof that Allison had been talking to other peers in the industry? You know, she's a dancer herself. So how come there's no conversation with dancing, with other dancers? How come there's no conversations with nobody in the industry? I mean, where's Ellen DeGeneres right now? I thought Ellen DeGeneres was sad that Twitch boss is gone and they're a close family member. Okay, where's Ellen's assessment of this situation? Is Ellen DeGeneres going to say that, you know, Miss Connie boss Alexander, Stephen Twitch boss's mother is lying? Come on now, don't play with me. Come on now, don't play with me. Come on now, don't play with me. Miss Allison Holker, boss, can take this idea and run with it. And if this content comes out right after that, just like how we had somebody from her team, when I was talking about the situation before, contact me, another dancer in the industry. I showed all that. All that's documented in my videos on my channel. I showed you all the receipts, how I got contacted, right? So that means they watching. So what Miss Allison Holker can do is all of a sudden get some fake people in the industry to speak out. Oh yeah, we knew Stephen Twitch boss was depressed. And we tried to help him, us and our team, or this person and that person. And she can try to do that. Try to make it seem like she got some evidence all of a sudden. You know, it's the same thing that like these other content creators be doing. They hear what I gotta say, they hear what other people gotta say, then all of a sudden it's like, oh, now I know what to say and what to do. Let's try to copy their idea and try to make it seem like we already had this all along. See, that ain't gonna work because the Most High know. Shout out to Floridian Rollo. He's also another content creator. Make sure you support him. He does excellent work as well. So, again, there's so much in this 1 minute video, let alone the interview that we're about to look at, that you can clearly see. And you add all of this 2 years later on top of all the other stuff that she said in the past. She's still lying. None of it makes sense. Right? This is easy peasy for me. I can do this in my sleep. I can do this after a long, hard day's worth of work. Easy for me. I do this all day long, being in public safety, assessing situations, having to read people, having to see this. I can do this in my sleep. So check this out. Let's get back to her particular video. And we're going to get into the interview. Now, we almost there. Watch this.
That's how much he loved people. I think he would just keep draining himself so much. It was just so on this roller coaster ride. You have to hold on to half your cup to that love that you deserved for.
Okay, she's saying all the right things. Do y'all hear what she just said? Oh, it was such an emotional, such a roller coaster ride. She's saying you got to hold on to these things, but you, his wife, you're not helping. If this is what I'm trying to say, y'all, this is his wife. This is the mother of his children. If all of this stuff is true with what she's saying here, we're going off of the basis of what she's saying is true. Okay? I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it ain't. But we're going off of the basis of what she's saying. If all of this is true, Where's her support with helping him with this? That's what I want to know. Let's go.
For yourself. Like what you guys saw on TV, it was a huge part of him. But the other side, it would take a lot to be that.
So she's saying it would take a lot for him to be that. Let's get into the interview, man. Because, like, I'm going to just leave her smiling up here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave her smiling. Let's get to this interview here. I mean, this stuff is crazy, man. This stuff is crazy. Let me check something real quick. This is straight up wild. Like, straight up wild. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get on the screen. I'm just trying to check one or two things, and we're about to get this interview going. My apologies for the delay. I know many people don't like delays. I understand. I just want to make sure since we live, we'll make sure some things are good. Okay. All right. All right. So let me get, hold on 1 second. Let me get out of this. Give me 1 more second and we about to pull it up. All right. So let's get this on the screen. Okay. This is what I want to talk about. We're going to get this full screen. So this is an interview that she did in the past couple of days about or with People Magazine or what have you. And this is her talking about Twitch Boss currently. Okay, we looked into what she talked about in the past about Twitch Boss's death or what have you. She says he was hiding so much. This is her narrative. He was hiding so much. And let me repeat this one more time. If she's aware that Steven Twitch Boss was hiding so much, where is the proof that she was trying to get help if he's hiding so much? No medical records, no family members, no friends, nobody in the industry, no peers, no nothing. I mean, according to everybody else, everything was fine. Everything was good with Twitch. I mean, his mom is even saying that Allison is lying. So this is the lying interview, according to Miss Connie, and might I add, most of us here, that she just did the last 2 days. Let's get back to that. Tell you, man, this is wild. All right, I'm going to do a quick sound check, and then we're going to run with it.
I'm starting this new chapter where I'm really going to be finding the best version of who I am.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to do a quick sound check and make sure this is good. And then we're going to roll with it. Let's get back to that. All right, I'm going to do a quick sound check and then we're going to...
I'm really going to be finding the best version of who I am.
All right. All right. So let's go ahead and play this. Let's go.
I'm starting this new chapter where I'm really going to be finding the best version of who I am, and not the best version of who I was with Steven or with my past traumas even before Steven, outside of being a mom, outside of being a career woman, outside of writing a book, outside of this. Like, who am I just existing right now? Our anniversary weekend was right before everything happened. And it's so interesting when I look back because now there are little signs, but when we were in the moment, everything was beautiful.
Let me stop right here. She said when she looked back, she sees that there were little signs. But according to her, what she just said in this interview, that it was such a big thing. Let's take a look at this one more time. She said little signs in the interview she did the other day, but listen to how big she said what Steven was dealing with. Watch this.
Steven, a lot of people knew him as Twitch. Very two different humans. He wore this character of Twitch. It did become a part of who he was, but that extroverted personality was not natural for him. When he would go out as Twitch and make sure he's spreading all this love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, and it would drain his energy.
Okay, so one, she said it was not natural for him to be extroverted. Shouldn't she have picked up on this before? That's not a little thing. If it's not natural for somebody to be extroverted, that's something big you would notice. 2, she said it would drain his energy.
Would have to come home, really recharge his battery.
She said he really would have to recharge his battery, not a little bit. So you didn't notice this before? Let me run this back.
Energy. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. Energy. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression because he would get.
Now, she says he would be depressed and he would get really low. I want y'all to remember this as you watch this interview she did like a couple days ago.
Because he would get really low. He showered people with love. Sometimes I wonder when he would receive so much love.
So now you're wondering when he would receive so much love. You're wondering when he would receive so much love. So you mean to tell me this wasn't on your mind while you was dating with him? You didn't realize this was a little thing? I mean, you're supposed to be his wife and you didn't notice this? Come on now. Sound like somebody ain't on the job.
Almost didn't think he deserved that love, so we'd give it right back. That's how much he loved people. I think he would just keep draining himself so much. It was just so on this roller coaster ride. So much. It was just so on this roller coaster ride. So on this roller coaster ride. So on this roller coaster ride.
And if he was on a roller coaster ride, you didn't know that this was draining him. You didn't see those changes. That's not a little thing if somebody's going on a roller coaster ride. I'm showing you how she's lying right here. Let's go.
You have to hold on to half your cup to that love that you deserved for yourself. Like what you guys saw on TV, it was a huge part of him. But the other side, it would take a lot to be that.
She said it would take a lot for him to be that. Let me run that back to y'all.
But the other side, it would take a lot to be that.
So if it's gonna take a lot for him to be that, come on now. So let's get back to this actual interview here, because I'm telling you, man, this stuff is crazy. This stuff is absolutely crazy. All right. Absolutely crazy, man. Like crazy on so many levels. Let's go. Because she's saying it ain't no big deal. Talking about, oh, it was little signs, but she didn't notice that. Let's go.
Interesting when I look back, because now there are little signs, but when we were in the moment, everything was beautiful. We had chose to go stay in Laguna Beach, and now there are little signs, but now there are little signs, but now there are little signs. Interesting when I look back, because now there are little signs, but when we were in the moment, everything was beautiful. We had chose to go stay in Laguna Beach, and we chose that because Wesley was having a soccer tournament out there, and we wanted to go see her, and everything was blissful, and we were watching, the soccer games and eating room service and going to have drinks together and going to museums. We bought a sculpture together, and everything was great. We drove there, and then everything was great. We drove there, and then everything was great. We drove there. Everything was great. We drove there, and then we drove home, and I had no clue. 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 And I think that's the confusion. And I had no clue. And I had no clue. And I think that.
She said she had no clue. Y'all understand what she just said? This is an interview she did on January the 7th. That's 2 days ago. You mean tell me she had no clue? Or at least this was released on January the 7th. Y'all know what I mean. She had no clue, but then she was talking about all that stuff in the past. You know which video I'm talking about? I'm talking about this video here that I just got finished playing. See, we putting this all together right here. What's up, Beverly Ross? All right, let's go.
That's the confusion that I've always been left with, because I'm not going to have closure. My kids aren't going to have closure, because it's very confusing when you think everything's wonderful. You think everything's wonderful. You think everything's wonderful. You think everything's wonderful.
Listen, y'all.
But then you think everything's wonderful. You think everything's wonderful.
So she says she thinks everything is wonderful, right? But when we go to this video, she's talking about all the stuff that he was dealing
Come
with.
home, really recharge his battery. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression because he would get really low.
Wait a minute, he would get really low, but everything is wonderful?
The state of depression because he would get really low. He showered people with battery. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression because he would get really low.
So let me get this straight. He would get really low, right? And we ain't talking about yin yang twins getting low. Right? I mean, because, you know, get low, get low. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We talking about this right here.
You think everything's wonderful. You think everything's wonderful. And I had no clue. You think everything's wonderful. And I had no clue. You think everything's wonderful. And I had no clue. You think everything's wonderful. But then then you look back and you're like, oh, maybe that was a sign. And you're like, oh, maybe that was a sign. And you're like, oh, maybe that was a sign. But that.
So let me get this straight. Let me say something. Let me make something plain. So this woman believes that maybe that was a sign. Maybe that was DMX speaking. Lord, give me a sign. Lord, give me a sign. Show me what you want me to do. I'll do everything you want me to. Lord, give me a sign. What? So you thought that it was a sign, but you never asked any professional individual. You never reached out for help. You never asked anybody. You never shared any of this with anybody. And you wonder why, if the man was truly depressed, I'm just going off of what she said. I ain't saying he is depressed or he ain't. But if he was really dealing with stuff and having lows, you didn't ask him? There was no proof of him coming out having conversations. Yeah, man, I've been dealing with this, sharing this with the family. Ain't nobody, come on, man. Nobody's seeing this. I know stuff be going on with people, but given her track record that we've already proven of lying. What's up, Forever Studios, Jonah TV for Life? Proven her track record of lying. Let me repeat. Proven her track record of lying, and not just me doing the research. Many content creators have been breaking this down. You mean to tell me you didn't follow up on this? What kind of wife are you? That's not the kind of wife that I want to be with. I mean, I got a wife. My wife gonna follow up on some stuff. She gonna bring it up with me, depending on how I respond or don't respond. Then if she need to, she gonna seek help. She's gonna make sure I'm good. What's up, Corey Bennett? She gonna make sure I'm good. That's what a wife's supposed to do. It looks to me like Miss Allison Holker had no intentions of doing her job, which means that she most likely was in it for other reasons. I done told y'all this is what happens when y'all be getting outside of y'all own people. Y'all know what the scripture says about it, but you got other people lying to you, telling you need to do this, telling you to do that. Hey, y'all do what y'all want. I can't make y'all do nothing. But this is one of the examples that I did refer to in countless live streams and videos, did I not? I said, look at what happened to Stephen Twitch Boss. Here we are talking about it right now, 2025. Y'all think all this stuff is a game? You think it's a joke? You think it's a waste of time for me to utter these words? You don't see the validity? You don't see the importance of what I say? You think I'm just up here talking, capping? Now, I'm one of the realest that ever do this. I'm one of the realest that ever step up in this ring. Folks know it. That's why they don't want to give me my credit. Because giving me my credit means the end to a lot of them. So they can't do that. Come on now. So look, let's listen to what she got to say. Come on, man. It's just all too apparent. Let's go.
That's also still something I'm still trying to process and understand myself. I'm trying to process and understand myself. Which is why therapy is wonderful. Now,
it's good that she's getting help, but this is what I want to say. She didn't try to seek help while Twitch was here. Perhaps maybe if she tried to seek help while Twitch is here, maybe Twitch would still be here. And what I'm speaking on is some real spit. This is the importance on why if you have a husband, have a wife, or have people in your life and you care about them and you claim or they believe that they righteous and following up, it'd be a whole bunch of stuff that wouldn't be popping off. But what you got is a bunch of liars and hypocrites, and you see what happens in their lives. See, anybody can get up in front of the camera. Anybody can come out on TV or music, come up here on social media and YouTube and act like it's something. Everybody can act like everything is good. But see, when the situations unveil themselves, when things get revealed, you find out when people are going through stuff, you got to start questioning. And again, people lie all the time. Look at how we catching Miss Allison Holker right now in lies, right now, let alone all the lies that we caught her in the past. I didn't even talk about what the cousin talked about. If y'all want me to talk about and react to the cousin's video, I will do that. Y'all just let me know. Y'all put it in the comment section, not here in the live chat. I want y'all to put it in the comment section. Because if you put it in the live chat, nobody's going to see it unless they go back and watch the live. So I need y'all to put it in the comment section. All right? If she's lying about these things, these are the situations that your friends be lying about, family members be lying about, co-workers be lying about. You may have spouses, children, who, what have you. Content creators be lying about. Oh, content creators, they the main ones. They up there with them celebrities. They quick to come out and drop a narrative, quick to try to cover themselves and make themselves look righteous and make themselves look right in the situation. And they be the main one to be straight up wrong. But y'all think because they the first one to speak in the matter or the first bit of information to come out about the matter, that what they saying is the legit version. Knowing that you didn't hear the other side of the story. That's why you can't listen to everything that everybody says until you get the full picture. Come on now. Check out what she got to say. This is crazy, man.
But for real, it's interesting because there were no signs.
What?
Because there were no signs. At that moment because there were no signs. Because there were no signs. Because there were no signs.
Off of this one video alone, let alone the other videos.
Did become a part of who he was, but that extroverted personality was not natural for him. Was not natural for him. Was not natural for him. When he would go out as Twitch and make sure he's spreading all this love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, and it would drain his energy. You would drain his energy. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. 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 Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression, because you get also comes with the state of depression. Also comes with the state of depression. Also comes with the state of depression.
At that moment for me, I didn't know. Because there were no signs. Because there were no signs. Because there were no signs. Because there were no signs.
I mean, I told you, I just caught this woman in a lie, man. Come on now. I'm one of the best to do this. Y'all know this. I don't get the numbers. I don't get the views. I don't get the support. I don't get all the quote unquote glory that other content creators get when they do this. She just said there were no signs at all. But look at what she said in the past. Come on now. And you wonder why Miss Connie Boss Alexander is speaking out about this right now. It's literally today. We're talking about 8 hours ago. She just dropped this information. And you know what? She gonna drop more information. This was just a post. Wait till she does her interviews. Wait till she comes out for this. Wait till other family members come out. I told y'all, there are people out here, and there's situations out here that y'all think are done with. And y'all think these people won. Y'all think they got away with it. And they walking around here acting like they won. They parading around, moving on, going on, acting like everything is well. As if nobody can come out and expose them. As if the truth is not going to come out. See, y'all might have got part of the truth, but more is there. Yeah, I'm with crafty actress Mama. She says, why is she the only person speaking of him? I guess that was a part of the NDA, shaking my head. But see, let me tell you something, what I believe. Speaking of NDA, non-disclosure agreement, if Miss Connie and her cousin and the family members and friends were under an NDA, right? This is what I want to say. Obviously, it's 2 years later. So maybe that NDA is expired. And maybe people can actually finally speak out about it. And I believe this is the beginning. Because we're hearing other people speak out about this and report this information. Let's get back and hear the lies that she got to say, man. This is wild, man. This is wild. This is wild to me, y'all. Let's go.
At that moment for me, I didn't know. Moment for me, I didn't know. Moment for me, I didn't know.
But that extroverted personality was not natural for him. Not natural for him. Not natural for him. Not natural for him. When he would go out as Twitch and make sure he's spreading all this love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, and it would drain his energy. 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 You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. Really recharge his battery. Really recharge his battery. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression, the state of depression, the state of depression, because you get really low.
Moment for me, I didn't know. Moment for me, I didn't know because there were no signs. Moment for me, I didn't know because there were no signs. Moment for me, I didn't know. And even in the days coming home, I remember when we got home, we made a dance video. There was a dance video that he actually wanted to do. He wanted to do it I think it was like either every Sunday or every Monday before Christmas as a family. And we did it. And I was reading a story to my kids that night, and we had dinner, and there weren't signs. 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 And we had dinner. There weren't signs.
Natural for him. When he would go, was not natural for him. He was not natural for him. Character of Twitch. It did become a part of who he was, but that extroverted personality was not natural for him. Become a part of who he was, but that extroverted personality was not natural for him. When he would go out as Twitch and make sure he's spreading all this love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, and it would drain his energy. Dancing all the time for people, and it would drain his energy. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. Come home, really recharge his battery. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression.
There weren't signs. There weren't signs. Wesley is so strong, but you know, having someone say last words to you that you didn't really process at the time as being anything wrong, as dramatic as she had to deal with the words that I believe it was, I wanted to be your Superman, or I wish I could be your Superman. That's really hard to hear, especially as a teenager, and look back on everything. And she still goes to that same school where he dropped her off and said those words. But I'm also really proud of her for sticking it through and facing it every single day when she goes to school. And she handles it with far more grace than she should have to. But we took the steps to really help her and communicate with her and make her feel seen and heard in it. And I think she also sees those words as something beautiful and also ugly. You know, it's a battle that she's gonna always have with herself, but I know she can see it for both sides. When I would think about my husband at the time, I would think, oh, I love that Twitch is such a great performer, but then when he comes home, he feels safe enough to be Steven. Then when he comes home, he feels safe enough to be Steven. Then when he comes home, he feels safe enough to be Steven.
But did she not just say that he couldn't reveal himself? Come on now. Come on now. Somebody make this make sense to me, man. This is crazy. Anyway, man, let's continue to play. See, like I said, he should be here, man. Anyway, let's go.
Twitch was extremely extroverted. Steven was introverted. Twitch loved to be the light in everyone's lives, and then Steven liked to hide away. Those are very two different personalities that were battling each other any given day. And we would talk about that in interviews, that he very much admitted that that was going on. And I think he very much admitted that that was going on. And
when did Steven Twitch Boss admit that he was struggling with what he had to do? I mean, come on now. Let me do something real quick. Hold on, man. Hold on. All right, we already been through this. We already been through this, man. We already been through this, man. I'm so tired of this, man. This is crazy. Let's just look at something real quick. I want to know when he admitted this. I mean, look at stuff that he posted, man. This was like before his passing, November 15th, 2022. Reminders for life. You are always attracting the support and resources needed to complete your life vision. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes to move you closer to the fulfillment of your dreams. Don't give up. Keep going. You have what it takes to succeed. You're not far from what you desire. It will manifest soon. Get ready to receive more if you can imagine. Come on now. You know, a lot of people talked about how inspirational Twitch was. Like, watch this.
You are now a contestant on drum roll, please. 5-second rule. Okay, listen, y'all. The rules are simple. You have 5 seconds to name 3 things on the card's prompt. Here we go. Ready? Let's get it. Name 3 items that are easy to lose. You know what? I'm going to take those answers. I believe in you. I think you did it. I think you did so well. We're going to do another round. Ready? Here we go. Name 3 movies with ghosts. You know what? I was thinking about that one too. See, you and I, we connected. You see how fun this is? Look, so if you like playing the game, you see how easy, you see how fun it is? Run out to Target, run out to Walmart, get yourself a copy, play with family, play with friends, have a good time, y'all. 5-second rule. See y'all soon. Peace.
This is crazy. Like, I mean, I know people can put up a front, but there were no interviews. There was no proof. Nobody was saying it. His mom is saying that everything that Allison is saying in this particular interview is a lie. I mean, let's just look at this. Turn the music off because I don't want to play that. He says the real flex is how many lives you positively impacted, who you've lifted, who you've made better, and the support and love you've offered to others. Recognize that every interaction you have is an opportunity to make a positive impact on others. Be the change you wish to see around you. I'm just trying to show you some of his energy. And many of you, I'm trying to remind you because, you know, it's been a while. Twitch always had the energy. Let's watch him dance real quick. We know his energy, man. Here's a picture of him and his mom. Says, everyone help me wish my mom a happy birthday. Mom, thank you for life and thank you for love. Love you to the moon and back again. Happy birthday. This was October 12th, 2022. See, what we're going to establish here is that there was too many situations where Twitch is good. His mom was around in his life. You don't think Miss Connie wouldn't know her son to pick up that something's off with her son? Yeah, look at this person said, can't believe that Allison Holker would make his mom sign an NDA. That's what I'm talking about. That NDA must be expired. We looking at all this. Look, mama was around with the sons, the daughters, the kids, all of that. But see, mama is around, or should I say grandmama? At least to the kids, but I'm talking about, Steven's mom. Come on and look, this is a picture of all of them. She was around. This is October 12th. Okay? Mama been around now. I just want you to see his energy. We just gonna look at some pictures. I know people can say stuff is meant, but he was there. A person don't have this type of big energy if they're actually lacking on the inside. Look at this. Let me show you this. This is August the 19th, 2022. Because he had a big faith life. Like, whether you believe in what he was doing, he talked a lot about his spiritual beliefs. We established that in the past. It says, don't lose faith right before the fruition. Find what needs to get done for the miracle to manifest. So this means this man believes in miracles. A delay is never a denial of desires. Use any in-between time to understand the magnitude of your worth. Sometimes your focus is too small. Start thinking bigger and allow for a more significant vision to unfold. Don't let the weight make you feel helpless. See, he's talking about not feeling helpless, all of this stuff. Get hopeful for the biggest blessing you can imagine. We might look at one more here. I just want y'all to get an idea besides him dancing. Let me see this one because he probably getting down on this one here. I can't play the music because it's like, it'll be copyright music. Almost like he dancing to what I got playing right here. I'm just trying to see if we see something so-called depressing or down. He ain't smiling on this one. Let's look at this one. Oh, he ain't supposed to not be smiling because he's playing different personalities and different people. This was July 25th, 2022. Okay, that was an ad. All this stuff. Look at this. Reminders. We're going to stop here because we're going to get back to her interview. I just want all of this to be on this same video. July 14, 2022 says, be the first to give yourself some grace. Remember, it was December when he passed. That's the same, basically within the same day or two, my sister passed. It's crazy. It says, he says, be the first to give yourself some grace. So obviously Twitch knew about grace. Be the first to believe in your possibilities. Be the first to love and accept yourself just as you are. Yet Allison was saying that's not the case. Be the first to forgive your mistakes and try again. Be the first to dream big, then go after your all. Be the first to show up for your well-being. Be the first to make your happiness happen. You are the only one who knows what you need to overcome and become your best self. Being self first is not selfish. So let's get back to her interview, man. Okay. Yeah, look, y'all all see it. Look at the energy. This don't make no sense. Anyway, let's watch the interview. Or continue the interview rather. Let's go.
I think as I was with him for so long, and that's how he's been the entire relationship, I was like, it's a beautiful thing that he can be both.
Wait a minute. Okay, now. Hold on. This is crazy, man. Let's go.
But then when you start stepping away from the new fact of what's happened, I look at that, I was like, wait, what if I would have made him feel safe, or with therapy, he could have felt safe to be him all the time.
There we go. There we go. She just admitted what I said. That's an admission right there. Look, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Look at that. I was like, wait, what if I would have made him feel safe, or if I would have made him feel safe, or if I would have made him feel safe, or with therapy, he could have felt safe to be him all the time. Therapy, he could have felt safe to be him all the time.
She did not get therapy for him. She did not make Steven Twitch Boss feel safe. So if she didn't make him feel safe in the marriage, come on now, y'all see where I'm going with this. She did not make him feel safe in the marriage. She admitted it out of her own mouth. Let me run that back one more time.
If I would have made him feel safe, or with therapy, he could have felt safe to be him all the time. And what if he felt safe being this one individual that has different kind of energies, but you don't want him all the time? If I would have made him feel safe, or if I would have made him feel safe, or if I would have made him feel safe, look at that, I was like, wait, what if I would have made him feel safe? Look at that, I was like, wait, what if I would have made him feel safe, or therapy, he could have felt safe to be him all the time. Him all the time. Him all the time. And what if he...
So what this is saying is that Miss Allison Holker is the cause of him not his emotional roller coasters that she was talking about. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember this? The emotional roller coasters.
When he would go out as Twitch and make sure he's spreading all this love and joy and positivity and be dancing all the time for people, and it would drain his energy. You would have to come home, really recharge his battery. Yeah. That also comes with the state of depression because he would get really low. He showered people with love. Sometimes I wonder when he would receive so much love, he almost didn't think he deserved that love, so he'd give it right back. That's how much he loved people. I think he would just keep draining himself so much. It was just so on this roller coaster ride. It was just so on this roller coaster ride. It was just so on this roller coaster ride. It was just so on this roller coaster ride.
And what we see in here is that Miss Allison Holker is the reason why he's been on this roller coaster ride.
Therapy, he could have felt safe to be him all the time. If I would have made him feel safe, or him all the time. If I would have made him feel safe, or with him all the time. If I would have made him feel safe, or him all the time. And what if he felt safe being this one individual that has different kind of energies, but you don't have to be a completely different person and put them aside from each other. I wish in that part of my life with him that he would have felt comfortable asking for help, wanting to go to therapy, wanting to talk to his friends or loved ones or people he felt comfortable with about what he was really feeling. But I think he was always so strong for everyone. He wanted to continue to be that. And that's what I've learned the most, is that even for myself, I've had some major lows, you know, as I'm trying to figure this out and navigate this myself, and I'm very scared to ask for help. And I'm learning how much strength it actually shows when you decide to stand up for yourself and ask for help and finally lean on someone. You know, I know for me, for the last...
But you didn't allow Twitch to ask for help if that's the case. You didn't support your man. I know she's saying she's learning, but I just want to make this a point. He couldn't come to her. This is his wife. This is his wife. So if he can't come to his wife and ask, then you already know what time it is. It's done for him. Why would he go to his friends? Come on, y'all. Let's keep it 100 now. We got to keep it 100. Not 100. 100. If he can't come to his own wife and ask for help, what makes you think he can go to anybody else? Come on now. And you didn't communicate. Yeah, Beverly Ross says, so you got all these ideas in your head and didn't put nothing into effect, right? You didn't communicate this with him or nobody? Come on now. If he was having these type of emotional roller coaster swings, she up and said, I didn't notice anything. Everything seemed great, you know? This is wild, man.
Last 2 years, I felt like I wanted to get my kids through everything. I want to get my family through everything. And I want to get all my friends and all the fans and all these people that loved our family so much. I wanted to make sure I could carry them and get them through it. And then I realized, well, wait, I haven't taken a moment to also heal myself. And so it's like I'm learning that.
Wait a minute.
So much. I wanted to make sure I could carry them and get them through it. So much. I wanted to make sure I could carry them and get them through it.
Wasn't Miss Allison Holker missing in action when we wanted to hear from her about what was going on? Didn't Miss Allison Holker make the funeral private so that the fans could not attend the funeral? Come on now, all of this is documented. I talked about this. So why is she sitting up here trying to, I'm there to help the fans. I'm there to help the fans. Come on, stop the cap, man. Janice says she wants me to reopen the case. She's involved in what happened to him. Yeah, I'm going to be back on the job with this. Yeah. Simply Natural Black Life is right, man. Y'all ladies know what time it is. She says, admit it. No way you talking like this and your husband is gone. That's my point. So you feeling this type of way after the fact, after your husband gone. Man, come on, man. This ain't making no sense. Let's go.
And then I realized, well, wait, I haven't taken a moment to also heal myself. And so it's like I'm learning that what he experienced, I want to be an example of now and show other people they can do it. I had dealt with an ex that had addiction problems, and then I realized Steven had addiction problems, and it's something that I
Yo. So now she's saying that Twitch boss had addiction problems. Oh, man, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, so she's claiming that he's depressed and that he had, drug addiction problems. Y'all hear this? She's claiming that he's depressed, he had drug addiction problems. See how she's making up this narrative? Come on, man, the toxicology point. How come all of this was closed so quick? Was this whole case closed so quick? Because if the toxicology report would have been revealed, it would have shown that he had no drugs in his system. Come on, man. Come on. Stop. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, man. Come on now.
Addiction problems. And
here's what I want to say too, real quick. If she's had an ex that had addiction problems, and she's saying that Twitch had addiction problems, but then earlier in this same interview, she said that she didn't see no signs. Come on, man. Like, somebody make this make sense. So you had an ex, you're aware of your ex, quote unquote, had addiction problems, but now you say you didn't see any signs, but now you say he had all these signs? And you wonder why Miss Connie Boss Alexander is saying that she lying. I mean, I can see this a mile away. Let's go now.
Then I realized Steven had addiction problems, and Steven had addiction problems. Steven had addiction problems. And then I realized Steven had addiction problems. And it's something that I kind of have been like, where was I involved in this? And I had, where was I involved in this? And where was I involved in this? And
again, this is yet another video that she's saying that She was not involved in Twitch's life. Okay, she wasn't there to help him. Let's just say that everything she's claiming actually is true. See, she looked bad either which way, right? Let's go with the narrative for a second, just to make a point that everything that Miss Allison Holker is saying is true. She wasn't around for him when he had his emotional roller coaster. She didn't keep it encouraged, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Then she said he got addiction problems, so she wasn't there to help him out. She didn't reach out to get help. I mean, come on, man. You can clearly see that this woman was non-existent. A lot of times, a wife being non-existent can lead a husband to have these depression and addiction problems. So even if what she's saying is true, she got to look at the role that she played. And at the very least, she's guilty of not being there. When I say not being there for somebody, your spouse, in the way that you need them to be there. Yeah, Janet says she looked bad either way. Then, if you take all of the stuff that she said about the addiction and depression and all this stuff, if you take that out and none of that's true, then she's straight up lying about it. So she's lying. Come on, man. Let's go, man. This is wild on so many fronts. Let's go.
And I had to take some steps for myself to realize, like, you know, I was able to help one, and I wish I could have been that for the other. Able to help one, and I wish I could have been that for the other. Able to help one, and I wish I could have been that for the other.
So you wish you could have helped your husband? Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. She is in a perfect position to help her husband, and she didn't help him. But yet she wishes that she could have helped him. Again, reinforcing my point. Yet another admission by her that she was not present in Stephen Twitch Boss's life. Y'all be thinking just because somebody in the house, y'all thinking because somebody show up at your crib, they come around, whatever, that they actually present. Are they present in the ways that you need them to be present? Come on, man, let's go.
But it's also not my job to do that. There was a moment I was with one of my really dear friends, and we were cleaning out the closet and picking out an outfit for him for the funeral. And it was a really triggering moment for me because there was a lot of things I discovered in our closet that I did not know existed. And it was very alarming to me to learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue. To learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue. To learn that there was so much happening that I had no clue.
So this means that, again, this is yet another admission by Miss Allison Holker that she was not present in Stephen Twitch Boss's life the way that he needed her to be. She didn't even know what was in the closet. Come on, man. What's up, Real Topics? She was straight MIA, the same way she was MIA with the whole case about what happened. I don't know. He just left the house. See, this is what I'm talking about. Go back to what happened. I don't know where my husband is. I don't know if he took an Uber. He drove his own car. He walked out the house. I don't know where he went. I don't have no iPhone. Find my location on his phone. She was not present in his life. And this is what y'all got to understand. It's a lot of people that's faking the funk. They pose for social media. They pose for movies, pose for music, interviews, etc. They pose for the camera. They fronting for the gram. But in real life, behind closed doors, they not present. And then you wonder why you got harm and calamity and situations taking place in their life with people around them. Because they ain't really there like they say they there. Come on now. I hope y'all peep game and learn. Yeah, I'm going to say something that Real Topic said. She says, I hope these brothers learn to stay away from the other nations and deal with the daughters of Zion. Shaking my head. They never going to learn. How many folks right now on social media dealing with women of the other nations, man? Come on. I'm just saying, man, that this goes for folks of other nations as well. No, let me crack open that Bible, man. Y'all don't want no smoke. Y'all don't want no biblical smoke with me. I can run with anybody when it comes to talking about this word of God. Don't get me started on that now. Back to the interview. Let's go.
So it was a really scary moment in my life to figure that out. But it also helped me process that he was going through so much. Process that he was going through so much. Process that he was going through so much. And he was hiding so much, and there must have been a lot of shame in that. And
of course he was hiding stuff. He can't even talk to his own wife. It ain't that he hiding, he can't talk to you. Let's go.
He was wrestling with a lot inside himself, and he was trying to self-medicate and cope with all those feelings because he didn't want to put it on anyone. Because he loved everyone so much. He didn't.
No, it's not that he couldn't put it on anyone. He felt like he couldn't turn to anyone. And the way that Allison Holker got Twitch Boss's family signing NDAs, and that's why they've been so quiet. And everybody's, where's Mama Connie and where's the family? And they just not being able to speak out about it. He couldn't turn to nobody. Couldn't nobody else come out and say, I was there for Steven. I was there for Twitch. Nobody could say it. Why? Because this is how Miss Allison Holker wanted it to be. And let me just break something out. This is what happens with a lot of narcissists. They isolate you. They isolate you from friends, isolate you from family. They make you feel like you can't turn anywhere. And the only place you can turn to is them. Why? Because then they think they got all the power. They hold all the control. They control the narrative. They control the image. They get to be the first one to put stuff out. I'm telling you, y'all gonna find out about a lot of celebrities. Y'all gonna find out about a lot of content creators. Y'all have been deceived. Y'all have been fooled. Y'all thinking stuff is one way, and this year in 2025, and the Most High ain't playing. A lot of stuff's going down in January. Some of stuff y'all already seeing right now, just like you seen in this Steven Twitch boss situation. We're going to be getting to a lot of stuff this year. You're going to see who's real and fake. People like to try to clap back at me because I come for that ass. They don't like what I got to say because I tell it as it is, and I ain't got no fear in my heart. My heart don't pump no Kool-Aid. I call folks out on it, so they don't like you for that. So they got to make up lies. They got to try to discredit you. No, all of y'all about to be revealed as the liars and the ones that are discredited and doing wicked things behind the scenes. It's all coming out, just like it's all coming out with the Steven Twitch boss situation. Come on now. What you seeing is happening right now in this situation with this celebrity situation, quote unquote. It's the same thing you're going to see with everybody out here on YouTube. I'm going to talk about it as well. I'm just getting started. Y'all thinking, oh, where's Brainwaves? Is he okay? Is he putting out content? Y'all, I'm blessed and highly favored. A lot of these content creators want to think something bad. Oh, he ain't putting out content. Maybe he going through stuff. No, I ain't wicked like y'all asses. Y'all are satanic liars and hypocrites. Y'all are false prophets. People be quoting scriptures and Bible this and Bible that, and they fake as all get out. Lying, creating false narratives, lying to people, saying this and saying that, and don't even have the guts, the manhood or womanhood to actually tell it as it is. Don't worry, the Most High gonna do your job anyway. Y'all think y'all getting away with everything? Just like Miss Allison Holker probably thought she was getting away with this situation, going around looking like a saint, looking like an angel. I wonder how she looking at right now. This is gonna happen to everybody on the internet. Y'all keep playing, watch. Y'all gonna be learning the truth. It's 2025. I told you, shake up, break up, wake up, make up. That's what 2025 is about. 2024, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Let's go.
I don't want other people to take on his pain, but it was very alarming and scary to find those things and have never known. I have been trying to release all this anger this whole time, and I thought for a moment I had. I thought if you would have asked me 6 months ago, I thought I'd released all the anger out towards Steven. 6 months ago, I thought I'd released all the anger out towards Steven. All the anger out towards Steven. All the anger out towards Steven.
Could this possibly have been a motive? Uh-oh. Yo, she just said she had all this anger towards Steven. What the hell did Steven Twitch boss do to her? She's the one that's non-existent in his life. She just said she had all this anger towards Steven Twitch boss, man. Come on, man. Y'all don't want no smoke with me. Nobody on the, let me come full screen with this. Nobody on the internet wants smoke with me. They know they don't want no smoke with me. I can do this in my sleep. I can do this while I'm awake. I can do this all day long. I will outlast all of these jokers out here. Y'all think y'all got staying power? Y'all think y'all ain't built for this like I am. Y'all ain't consistent like I am. Y'all ain't dedicated to this. You're not made for this. I am. I'm built for this. The Most High called me for this. A lot of y'all playing games. Allison Holker boss just said she had a lot of anger for Steven. Did she have so much anger for Steven Twitch boss that she had him set up to be unalived? So she could get rid of the house, get the money, take over his business, go ahead and move on. Why did she have anger for him? If she's claiming that this man was depressed, why would you have anger for somebody that's depressed? Come on now. If he had so-called drug addiction, why does she have anger for him? What kind of woman is this? What kind of woman? And people believe that this woman is a saint. Come on now. And you wonder why Miss Connie is talking. Come on now. I'm one of the best to do this. Why do I say this? Because the Most High is the best out of everything and everyone and anything that ever existed. He tells me when to do videos. He guides me on what topics to go on. I was about to talk about something totally different today. He told me talk about this. He told me going about this. Come on now. And I'm making it plain that y'all can relate to this. Miss Allison Holker, here is the motive. She was angry. What other information are we unaware about? Come on now. What other information does the family know? What information does Miss Connie know? What information is about to come out? I'm telling you, y'all thought 2024 was a year of exposure. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Everybody about to get fully exposed. These situations are going to come to a climax. It's going to come to a conclusion, and we're going to have resolutions through chaos. That's why you've been seeing earthquakes in 2024. That's why you had the UFO stuff. That's why you had the wars. We're in the book of Revelation. A lot of stuff coming to conclusion. And a lot of situations that y'all thought were concluded have only just begun. Come on now. I ain't playing this year. I wasn't playing before. I'm definitely not playing now. Let's go. You ain't gonna get no breakdown nowhere like this. You're not gonna get all of the stuff tying down to so many situations in life that you can connect the dots and relate to as it relates to this situation. Let's go. That's what makes me unique. Let's go.
And I'm now learning that you're always gonna have triggers. There's always gonna be a moment when I get really sad or really angry or have a new thing I find out and get really confused, or like I said, like an aha moment of like, oh, how did I not know that before? Like, oh, how did I not know that before? Like, oh, how did I not know that before?
This is scary, man. She didn't know this. Shout out to Floridian Rollo. He says, talk that talk. I appreciate it for the $5 super chat. This is crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Let's go, man.
And then I realized that's all a part of healing. And it's about creating tools that are healthy enough for you to get through those triggers. And that's where I'm at.
So, Miss Allison Holker, did you create tools or did you allow Steven Twitch boss to come in to help to have those tools created for him that would keep him from quote unquote being triggered, as you say, that he was on substance abuse? Did you help him with that? And did you help him with his so-called depression? No, you did not, because you weren't even around. How the hell can you help him when you weren't even around? Come on, man, this is crazy. Let's go.
Now, as I'm trying to make sure, even if I hit a low, if I hit something really hard, I just can channel it and realize it and fix it. One of my really good friends, she was over at my home right after everything had happened with Steven. And she told me I should document everything. And I was like, why would I document anything? She goes, it's gonna be important for you to share your story one day. And so from that moment on, I just randomly would like jot notes in my phone, even though I'd be crying and I'd be so sad. But I was like, this might be important one day, or even to share it with my kids one day, the experience that we went through, because my youngers, they might not remember certain details and things. So I started jotting things down, but it is interesting when you're on this healing journey, and the journey that I've been on is things were being discovered, or new things, or I was having new aha moments. So I would be writing this book and then have to be like, wait, go back, this is different for me now. Or I just realized this for the first time. And it was kind of like therapy for me. And I looked at myself all the time in the mirror. I was like, wow, like I'm feeling better, but then things are also getting harder with it. So it was just a constant battle with myself. But at the end of the day, I'm really proud that I did it.
Let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something real quick. She said she's been going through this constant battle. What the Most High has been taking her through is to understand the constant battle that she put Stephen Twitch Boss in. Oh yeah. See, a lot of times people will go through the situations that they put other people through, and or you will witness the friends and family members or whoever that are connected to people. They go through the situations so that somebody can learn what they've done to a person. A lot of people think they be getting away with stuff. I bet a lot of y'all thought, oh, Allison Holker got away with it. She's done. This situation's over. Look how this situation came right back up. I'm going to say this again. A lot of situations that people thought was said and done, they thought it was over, it's going to come right back up. Why? Because the Most High said it wasn't done. Justice wasn't served. Y'all need to know what's going on. You're going to see the real truth of people. Ain't going to be no more lying to people in 2025. Ain't going to be no more getting away with stuff. Y'all believe in folks one way or another. Everybody going to see the truth. You're going to see people's true character in 2025. Ain't going to be a video. Ain't going to be a song. Ain't going to be a movie, a TV show, an interview. Nothing that's going to blind people from seeing the truth that the Most High want us to see. Let's go. We ain't playing around.
And I'm really proud of what work has been put out. And I hope one day that my kids can look at it, my friends and family can look at it. I really wanted to come out with this book because I've had so much support around me for years, around me, around my family, and so.
Wait. We just caught her in another lie. Listen to what she said.
Much support around me for years, around me, around my family, and so much support around me for years, around me, around my family, and so much support around me for years, around me, around my family, and so many people feel like they know who I am and they.
So if she's had support around her and her family, I mean, come on, I'm trying to keep it 100 with y'all. If she had so much support around her and her family, why didn't she at least tap into her family to get support around her and Stephen? Why didn't she go to her family, mom, dad, whoever family members are? Because she said she had a lot of it, not a little bit, a lot of support to help make sure that her husband supported. I mean, does she love Stephen? Did she love Stephen Twitch Boss? A lot of people say stuff, but they don't show it. Uh-oh. People say stuff all the time. People make songs, they make movies, they make TV shows, they make interviews. You got content creators who make videos and live streams. And they say stuff all the time. Are they actually showing it? Come on now. Shayla says the interviews aren't flowing like you saying. Hey, I'm just calling it as it is. Calling it as it is, man. This is wild. It's wild, man. Let's go.
They look to us and they lean on us. And I've always loved that our family is like kind of this example of love and joy and light. Kind of this example of love and joy and light. Kind of this example of love and joy and light. Always loved that our family is like kind of this example of love and joy and light.
So if your family is an example of love and joy and light, Where was the love if Stephen Twitch Boss was dealing with something? Where was the love and joy in life with his ability to talk to you all? Now, I understand people have relationship issues and things be going on, but I'm just talking to y'all. I'm trying to make it 100. Where's the example of that? That's what people want to see. How you pull through and how you get to certain situations. How do you pull through? How do you overcome that? Come on, man. Let's go. This is crazy.
And that is true, and we want to continue to be that, and we really do feel that in our home and with each other and with our friends. But I did think it was important for me to share my full story with the audience, to share that there have been a lot of low times, or I've had to deal with things that have helped me to become the person I am. And I'm still going through things, and they've been really big, dramatic things and things I've had to really push myself forward with. And I wanted to share that with them, to see that, like, yes, I want to be that beacon of love and joy, but it's taken a lot of hard work, and I've gone through a lot of trials, and I've had a lot of, trauma and grief in my life, and it's been a choice to get myself through it. But I've also recently learned that I can't do it alone. I have to get help from other people. And also recently learned that I can't do it alone. I have to get help from other people. And alone, I have to get help from other people. And so,
and she says she just recently learned this. These are things that, did she not learn this from her family and friends that she got support of, that Stephen Twitch Boss might have needed this as well? Come on now.
So I hope that this book can be a beacon of hope for people to see that if you're having a low day, lean on someone and you can get that help to get better. Have that hard conversation. Have that look at your friend's eyes and be honest with them about what you're going through, how you're feeling, and let them carry you for a second. And that's something I'm still learning, but I hope that the book can show you that if you take one step forward and just get to the next day, you're gonna be okay. With our lives being as public as they have been, I had to share the honesty and the truth with my children far too soon, of what happened, what we were gonna have to battle together, and the hard work that's gonna go into us getting on the other side. I've had to have those hard conversations with them already. But I thought it was important because I can't let them be finding out things from unsafe environments. They have to find it out from somewhere they feel safe, which is with me, with this home, with our friends, with our family, with the right team around us. And it's been really beneficial. I wish I didn't have to have those conversations with them. I don't wish it on anyone, which is why this book is important. Is I don't want other people to have to go through what we went through. I don't wish that on anyone. And the conversations I had with my children, it was far too soon in their life to expose them to those things. But all I can wish and hope is that they find the light in themselves to keep moving forward, and they don't ever have to be an example to other people, but just for themselves be okay. My youngest, Zaya, she is now 5. I'm gonna have to probably have all these conversations with her when she gets older, but hopefully her brother and sister, now that they are dealing with it actively, can help be a support system to her. So it's gonna take all of us to get through this, and I want them to be the strongest versions of themselves that they can be. I want my kids to remember that they are their own individual self, and that this moment in their life does not define who they are. It is not their forever. It is a part of the story that builds their character. And as long as they remember that, they get to choose what side they sit on. And if they ask for the right people to help them, if they ask for the right support, they can get through this. And then they'll be on the other side. There's been a lot of questions about why I don't post about Stephen. And the truth is, it hurts me to sometimes look back and see pictures. It's very triggering. It was such a beautiful time, but then the stories have kind of turned and changed. It was such a beautiful time, but then the stories have kind of turned and changed. It was such a beautiful time, but then the stories have kind of turned and changed.
It was such a beautiful time, but yes, she said that Stephen Twitch Boss was on substance abuse and he was depressed. How is it such beautiful times if he's on substance abuse and depressed? That would impact the entire family. Come on now. Let's go, man. Let's go.
And there is some sadness I have for my children. And it's also really important in my healing journey that people start to see me as me without him. And it's really important for people to see my children as individuals without him, because that is the reality now. And it's not that we can't ever honor him, but we don't have to honor him in front of everyone. Because every time I would step out in public, it was beautiful that people would come up to me and feel so connected to me because they've been following our family's journey for so long. But we would get approached with tears and sadness and people trying to hug us and trying to share their stories, which I would try to take on with, so I would like, give it to me, I can take it. But then I realized the longer people still see us with him, the longer that carries, that emotion, that triggering emotion, because
let me just say this, okay? Dealing with somebody who's lost immediate family members, I'm talking about immediate family, not extended family. Many of you have lost extended family members. There's a few of you here who said it in the live chat. Those of you that lost immediate family members, what she's essentially saying is, I don't want you to talk about my husband is no longer here. Stop bringing it up, stop talking about it. But nobody would know who you are if it wasn't for your husband. A lot of people did not know who she was until they knew about Twitch Boss. And this comes with that lifestyle. And he's no longer here. And it's a legacy. So to be like, I don't want the fans, like you can't ask the fans to do that. These are his fans and hardcore supporters. And when they come up to you and your children, they trying to connect with you and everything that's going on. And I understand about the struggles of maybe hearing stuff is too much, but you got to stop and think. You're in the limelight. You're famous. This comes with the territory. Right? People are going to bring up your spouse. They're going to bring it up just like a role that you play in a movie. Even if you don't play that role in the movie, they're going to keep addressing you as that particular role or those roles in that movie or movies or TV shows or whatever, or the songs or whatever. Come on now. This is crazy, man. This is just wild, man. Let's go. It's so much to this. I could say so much more upon what I just said, but I'm just going to let that ride. Let's go.
People don't realize that like it's triggering for us, but it also can be triggering for a different fan or a different family member or a different loved one. And I need people to see us as new individuals and who we are now in our lives moving forward. And
again, new individuals, who they are in their lives moving forward, meaning she said that, oh my gosh, she said like she could honor him and she want his legacy to be shown forever and all this stuff. Let me see something real quick. Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all something. This is crazy. Let me see if I can pull something up. Look at this. Okay, look at what's on her IG. She trying to do all this stuff now. Talking about he was hiding so much. Trying to make him look like the bad guy. Steven Twitch was hiding so much. But yet she talking about stuff she dealing with. Now she trying to say childhood abuse. And you wonder why Miss Connie is speaking out. You see this? She just put this out 3 days ago. Y'all see down there it says 3 days ago. This is crazy, man. Let me see if this one video's up. I'm trying to see if I can find something. I think I'm almost there. Let's see. This is crazy, man. I think I'm getting closer to what I want to show y'all. I'm trying to see if I can find this one thing. I don't know if it's still up, but if it's not up, it's on my, see, it might not, it's up on my channel. I think she might have taken it down. I think she took it down. Dang, I think she took it down. Yeah, me going through her IG page. I mean, it's on like my previous videos, but I believe she took it down. Man, I wanted to show this to y'all. This was her May 14th of 2023. You see her there with Miss Connie. So she was there with Miss Connie. Come on, man. This is crazy, man. Anyway, back to the interview. If I find it, then I'll pull it up, man, if I find it. But back to the interview. It looked like she took it down. Let's go.
To be honest, I did see the change. The moment my family and I stepped forward and started posting ourselves by ourselves in a new energy and stepping forward, and my kids going back to sports, my kids going back to school, me getting back to work, it has helped change the lightness around us, and it's given us a little bit more freedom to move forward ourselves too, and not have to wear ourselves down with that energy. I decided to take my ring off a couple months after, because I always turn my rings. And I always like twist them and play with them. And not even out of nerves, it's just kind of like I just constantly am turning my rings and like playing with my jewelry. And I would find myself doing it with my ring. It would immediately, even on a good day, I'd be turning my ring and it would immediately bring me back to like a memory or our wedding day or, you know, a memory with our children. And so I had to take it off so I didn't trigger myself constantly with our children. And so I had to take it off so I didn't trigger myself. Take it off so I didn't trigger myself. Take it off so I didn't trigger myself constantly. I moved.
Let me ask you ladies something. What do y'all think about a deceased loved one and you taking the ring off because it's triggering you constantly? Come on now. I just want to ask the ladies that. Y'all can chime in. Let's go.
Moved about a year ago. I feel like what I was able to do was let go of some of my darkness and find the light again. And it's not that darkness is something that you can avoid. You're gonna have highs and lows in your life. And it just felt like I was starting to feel so heavy in.
So let me get this straight. She's saying you can have highs and lows in your life, but Steven Twitch Boss had a problem. He had highs and lows in his.
You're gonna have highs and lows in your life. And it just felt like I was starting to feel so heavy in carrying all these emotions and memories in my last home that were at a time really, really beautiful, but it started to take a turn. That I knew that we needed lighter energy around us, new memories, a new start, new furniture that wasn't holding on to all these old feelings and emotions. And
it's crazy. So she wanted a new fresh start. All of that is like old feelings and emotions. So let me get this straight. It's a bunch of old feelings and emotions as it relates to your old husband. Yeah, Janet, look, Janet Ernest says BS. She took it off so she could move on with her new man. You know, because Allison Holker, she with that new guy, right? Y'all know that, right? Or she was dating that new guy. I don't know what the current status is. You know, I don't be following her like that. I think is this the guy? Yeah, y'all tell me. I don't know if this is the guy or not. Is this the guy right here? Is this the guy she with? Is this who she was with? Is that her new man? Beverly Ross, he is. Is this the new guy right here? Is this the new boo? Come on now. Okay, Real Topic says I think so. Let me see something real quick. This is crazy. No, here's it. If that's, I think it's the same guy, but this is definitely it. Okay, this is definitely the guy. This is definitely the new boo right here. All right, this a new man right here. So Beverly Ross, you are correct with what you said. This her new boo. All right, what's up, June? So that's her new boo for sure. I think this the same guy. Let me see. Is this? Let me go back to that picture. I don't know. They look. I think that's him. I don't know. I was trying to see if I could like kind of show y'all at the same time, but it's kind of tricky. Like, it's kind of tricky for me to show y'all both. But y'all see what I'm saying? You can see if you look here and then you look over here, right? But anyway, the point is she out, whatever. I mean, she's a widow, so she's allowed to do that. But it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. All of it after she got Twitch's money, and that's what these women do. That's what a lot of these women do. I'm not saying she's not entitled to deserving stuff, but we broke that down, how a lot of stuff went down. And did Twitch's family get any of that money? Twitch's family didn't get any of that money. Did Miss Connie get that money? No, she did not. That's what I keep trying to tell you. Y'all keep playing around. But anyway, let's get back to this video, man. This is wild. I think I got a phone call I got to make in a few, or a phone call coming in. So let me get through this.
And so when we got here, everyone felt like they could take a fresh breath for the first time in a really long time. I know it sounds really aggressive, but it kind of felt like for a while we were drowning in our emotions, which you do need to go through that. If I've learned anything through therapy, it's important to feel all those feels. But this home gave us a chance to like get ourselves out. It was a range of emotions because, you know, we were having to make decisions of even letting go of some pieces of furniture or pictures or clothing and items that maybe had memories tied to them that were so wonderful. And you're having to make all these really hard decisions. But every time I let go of something that I didn't feel was necessary to carry into my next chapter of my new life, it felt like I was releasing an energy with it every single time. And I think my kids did the same thing. We purged ourselves of these emotions, but it also gave us a chance to remember them. And so we could laugh with things, we could cry with things, we would have discussions and talk about it as a family. But it was a really big moment for our family to come together and decide together that we were gonna move forward. I thought it was gonna be very, very hard.
So yeah, so that was him. So that's right there. That's her boo, her new boo. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I did something, y'all. What did I do? Here we go. I must have hit something. My bad. This her new boo right here, y'all. That's her new boo. Let's go.
I thought it was gonna be very, very hard for me to accept love from someone. I thought it was gonna be so difficult because I was like, am I betraying Steven by doing that? And then I did find love, and I feel happier than ever. I feel happier than ever. And then I did find love, and I feel happier than ever. And then I did find love, and I feel happier than ever.
Happier than ever being with Steven Twitch Boss? You feel more happier than you ever was with Steven Twitch Boss? Come on now, talk to me, people.
I really do, and I'm really grateful that I made that choice to open myself up to it, because it's been the best decision I've made in a really, really, really long time. Choice to open myself up to it because it's been the best decision I've made in a really, really, really long time. My love and partnership has a completely different energy and a completely different feel now. It feels like a love that's been lived with before. It feels like this is just our third time loving each other. It feels like it's my forever. It feels like it's my future and my support system. And I have such a calmness about this love. I have such a freedom in it. And
Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on 1 second.
I feel so safe and secure, and it's brought out a different side of me that I've never lived from. I feel like I lean in more to my feminine side and I feel like I lean in more to my feminine side and my
So you hear this, right? Y'all hear this? So I guess what she's saying is Twitch never made her feel like this, which would support the narrative that I said when she said she had a bunch of anger and she was disconnected, but yet she's acting like she's all connected in this and she's so in touch with her feelings and her emotions and her feminine side. Where was all this with Twitch? She never said this about Twitch. Come on now.
I feel so much more alive and I feel so loved. And so I'm so grateful that I very hesitantly allowed that to come into my life because Adam is wonderful. I'm excited for my kids, their futures, and seeing them shine. I can see them laughing again. I see them opening themselves up and trying to figure out their futures and finding hobbies that they love to do. I'm excited about this love that I have now in my life and moving forward with that. I'm also excited that me and Wesley are going to be having a podcast coming out that we're starting right now. So there's some fun new projects that are keeping us moving forward, and we're understanding that our purpose is to really be there for other people through mental health and being examples to them. And we're kind of taking that head on and accepting that that's our new way of life. And I hope to be that for people. And so I'm looking forward to a new chapter where we can shine again.
Man. I mean, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. She's looking for a new chapter where she can shine again. A new chapter of shining again without Stephen Twitch Boss. No mention of continuing his legacy. What happened to all this talk? What happened to all this honoring him after she took his money, took his house, took his business, took all of that? Now she's done with him. She used him all up. She lied on his name, and now she can move on. No mentioning of how her and Adam will honor Stephen Twitch's name, Stephen Twitch's legacy. No mention of her helping to honor his legacy with her kids. She sounds so much happier now that she's moving on from the thought of Stephen Twitch Boss. You know, like I said, I'm not a stranger for losing someone, an immediate family member. And I've lost more than one. So I'm not a stranger to this process and how it happens. But what she's saying sounds very wicked to me. And she said some very loving things that she's never said, publicly at least, about Stephen Twitch Boss. I'm telling you, man, this is crazy. So hey, this is what we got, this is what we hit, and this is what we facing. If you all would like for me to break down what Stephen Twitch Boss's cousin said, and as it relates to all of this, leave me a comment. Not here in the live chat. Go to my comment section. Get out of the live chat and leave a comment. Or as soon as I end this live stream, leave a comment and let me know you want me to cover that story. And I will. But as for this, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and leave this here. I think I said enough. I've given you enough to think about, enough details. Like I said, it's 2025. Everything is being revealed. In situations about people, places, and things that we thought were over, that you thought were over, oh yeah, it's coming back up, it's coming back out, and all the information is going to come out, and the truth is going to be fully revealed. We haven't even heard the full story from Mama Connie, Stephen Twitch mom, and other family members and other people in the community. Now that this time frame is expired, these NDAs are probably done. That's why we're hearing about this, and we're probably going to hear more. So again, to the Boss family, to Stephen Twitch Boss's family, if you would like yet another platform to share your experience and your story and whatever it is that you want, my platform is open to you all. You know how to find me. My name is Brainwaves everywhere, social media and everywhere. But for now, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate everybody watching and listening. I thank you for all the support. Like I said, I'll get at y'all on the next one. I got more to talk about. I'm going to cover some things as well tomorrow. And hey, she looking more and more guilty as more and more content comes out. I told y'all, tried to tell y'all see in the end, she figured enough time went by, enough this, she don't have to talk about it. So hey, that's what I got to say. I'm going to holler at y'all the next one. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a good night. Be safe wherever you are. Prayers up to everybody in Cali. It's going through these fires. Really prayers up everywhere because it's earthquakes. We got blizzards. We got all types of stuff going on. All these situations popping. Everything is coming out. Chaos must take place to bring about a resolution. Why? Because when we had an opportunity of peace,